I won't see the cowboy again tonight. I heard later that the two men he kicked and cut up gave him a coward's beating as he lay unconscious on the sidewalk. I was told he was taken to Grande Vista Hospital and then off to jail. Regardless, in about 30 seconds, I go from a nobody at Bull Run to the stranger who put a local outlaw in the hospital. That's all before you factor in Sam Klasnov. Immediately after the incident, I'm surrounded by big men and quickly escorted upstairs to a large office. My feet barely touch the ground as we move up through the shadows of the staircase. No one asks if I want to go along. The hallway has the stench of spilled liquor and stale cigarette smoke. Minutes before, I had a euphoric feeling I'd finally stumbled back into civilization. That feeling has deserted me now. At this moment, it seems as if I'm being held there until they can figure out whose side I'm on. I'm shoved past a heavy door and into a chair. The seat is comfortable enough, but I'm not. I'm scared. The body language of everyone here makes it obvious I'm not going anywhere soon. Then the steel office door pushes open again, and two even bigger guys enter. The man in black follows in their footsteps. "Okay, Aikenado, you're with me. The rest of you, back to the floor." His voice is stern, unemotional. Not loud. In fact, it's more like a soft, low growl, forcing everyone to listen closely. I'm not much on clothes, but I recognize an expensive suit when I see it. His is the real deal. Under his jacket is a silk golf shirt buttoned to the top. It, too, is black. He doesn't skimp on his shoes, either. Leather. Italian? Brazilian? Why am I even thinking about this? This is apparently his office because he sits comfortably on the edge of the desk. His legs are crossed. His head is shaved clean. Most white guys don't look good smooth, but his features are perfect for it. Of course, there are gold rings. More than a few. There are none in his ears, though. He's clearly old school. For someone who was just about gutted a few minutes ago, the color in his eyes appears clear, and his hands are steady. His evaluation of me is intense. He could go toe-to-toe with Duke in that regard. He stares at me first curiously, and then critically for a good 30 seconds, and doesn't say a word. It's as though he's trying to decide whether to thank me or bury me in the desert. All the while, his crew stands like pit bulls at the door, just watching, waiting for their boss's nod or me to flinch, any trigger that will set them off. The next move is his, and everyone in the room knows it, especially me. I curse the impulsive craze that allowed me to crack that outlaw's skull. For all I know, he's this guy's brother. If that were the case, there's a problem. I know the price the cowboy had paid for that pole to his head wasn't cheap. I had hurt him. What if I'd killed him? I fight back against the cold sweat I feel forming on my brow and the involuntary twitch I can feel in my legs. I should have listened to Mac and stayed in the hotel. I start to obsess. My mind begins to travel. My anxiety level is rising fast. Panic will be next. I know that much. The dragons begin to drool. "I'm Sam Klasnov." His voice finally breaks the silence. "And you are?" "Loch. Killian Loch." My voice stutters, picking the perfect time to abandon my brain as I struggle to clear my throat. I lift a hand to my mouth and cough. The sudden movement causes one of his guys to slide a hand quickly inside his coat. Klasnov pats the air as if to settle his men.
A Mick, huh? Loch. That's Irish, isn't it?
Without waiting for a response, he says,
What brings you to Bull Run, Irish?